welcome to your progressed chart report. God damn, do you have quite the chart. I knew we were in for something when I saw you were born in Pisces season, but I didn't know you were alien gang as well. And you got your rising in Taurus. So this is just all sorts of awesome. This is really cool. So I'm going to give you the alien construct article because you have Pluto on your moon. So you can sense negativity. You can discover other secrets, which is as terrifying as it sounds for other people who, for some reason, just aren't trustworthy or for some reason think that they can just really be untrustworthy towards you. Okay. I'm going to reference this alien construct article so that you can access this, and the significance of having this on your moon. Okay. But also with the North Node here is even more significant because now you're a vessel of destiny and fate with the vertex and awakening. It, as a Pisces sun, may not only represent extreme social anxiety, especially the more inauthentic people are around you, because you'll feel it intensely, extremely, and then can also feel in their secrets as an ascended master Pisces sun with extrasensory perception, which probably freaks people out because, like, you probably may not even be aware of how psychic you're being in the moment. And people might be too afraid to let you know that you said something that was exactly on their mind, but the way you said it alluded to the tone they said it in. So it's like if I was talking shit and I was like, "Oh, Katy, you're delusional." Then as soon as I'm thinking that in my mind, you're like, "Yeah, and that's what I think, but obviously I'm delusional, so I wouldn't know that, right?" And now I'm shook. I'm like, did she just read my mind? Did she just know that I said? So, like, yeah, you've probably done this to people your whole life, and you have the Scorpio signature, gang. So you and I represent two different types of soul reapers. I'm more the moon Saturn. You're more moon Pluto. The author of Bleach, the anime about Soul Reapers, actually has Moon Pluto in Libra. And he wrote about Soul Society, so that's awesome. Your moon trine sextile Saturn. So I just want to say these stats first because they're going to really color the powerful nature of your progress chart. It'd be worth it to get a consultation with you because your natal chart alone is so good. It's dope. It's lit. I love it. I like it a lot. Okay. So with that being said, once again, here's this article. Make sure you read it. Look up the Pluto. It's strongest in Scorpio, but it's very sharp in Libra because it's going to represent more social power. This is more based off of actions people do with you socially. You being able to glean this nature of understanding very uncannily, very uncomfortably, because people be fake, but also very revealingly, okay? It's just the air could be very insensitive for how compassionate your Pisces sun is, and so you may fight with your soul. I have this signature. My Capricorn moon thinks that my Gemini sun talks too much, and so most of the time I'm hating on my own self. Hating, I won't say. Fighting, yes. Just like your Libra moon will think that your Pisces sun be mad delusional. But this is where they work together very well. Is Pisces delusional? No, it's just very imaginative. So your Libra moon makes sure that everything you imagine in Pisces fits the situational context of logic you feel with anybody. This is highly advanced. I'm just trying my best to simplify it, especially trying Mars and Aquarius. So then the way you strengthen the knowledge of what you're feeling is in not only highly advanced ways, but enables you to think outside the box, utilizing this advanced function and protocol of knowledge, taking in part the sociology around you, given its collective nature in Aquarius. And basically what that looks like is, as a Taurus rising especially, you and I are both natural royalty. So your awareness here, your collective goddess awareness in the 11th house versus me that has individual Gemini awareness in the second. What does this look like? We both have second house Gemini. You paid me money so that I can what? Talk to you about your chart. That is because we manifest Gemini. It's just my sun is in here. So I am aware of me communicating individually, one-on-one, to do this. You do this too. You're an ascended master. So you have an ascended, Sagittarius is the ascended awareness. And so Pisces is the divinely ascended awareness at the end of the road, to where your focus isn't really more individual as a social collective goddess with an individual royal natural queen personality. You focus more on the collective around you, and you can see how everything around you with your individual personality ties in everything around you. This is even cooler because Uranus has completed its opposition that you have in Scorpio. So unlike me, that was born in the 90s, that hasn't yet really achieved this completion of wisdom, you having this in Scorpio can automatically read someone's body language before they even come up to you. And it is as weird as it sounds. It is as weird as it sounds to just be able to know what someone will be on before they even like reveal themselves and snitch on themselves. But it's a level of discerning body language that has came with years of experience that at this point in your life, you have mastered so much so that it's literally as easy as breathing. But what's even cooler here is that once again, your awareness in Pisces gives you this divine, I have to really give you because people don't really understand how magical the Pisces sun is. And you guys know that people don't understand. So you like Scorpio, you guys say super low key. So I just wanted to make sure we're clear. Like you having this in the 11th house is you just being able, not even just your awareness of how everyone who belongs in your life, you'll see before even they know. And you're able to tie in everything together. But this social understanding in Libra helps you feel the situational context of how exactly to communicate that to people and how fake people are, but rather how balanced their character is. This is, we don't live in a perfect world. And so, you're going to feel how fake most people are. And that's not even to hate on most people, but now. Anyway, other than that, I would just want to highlight that transformative quality here in the 6 that's going to help you also understand how to transform and awaken balance in people's personalities. This is key because now Venus and Chiron is on your South Node. So the very raw and original aspect of your heart is one legendary in the 12th. It's one of your greatest weaknesses because 12th house energy, the reason why the 12th house energy is a house of prisons, mental hospitals, is it can undo your personality. These are unconscious habits and beliefs that in Aries can represent this sense of impatience and abandonment of you feeling like you have to hold back this more raw part of your heart because every time you express this excitement, it could scare people away or people may feel like it's too childish. Taurus, right, is like Queen Elizabeth. Right? So you look at her and you see this regalness, right? She doesn't say much. 12th house would be her opening her mouth and being like, that's why I fucked your bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's just like so vulgar. It's so raw. You would say that it undoes her personality. But this is actually the golden part about you. When you overcome it, it's a superpower. So this individual rawness, your moon knows how to polish this in social interactions so that it's a much more classically expressed. So I'm so sorry. I made this more of a natal chart reading. Your progressed sun is now progressed into Taurus. You have already, like an OG, did the 30-year progression through Aries. And the significance of progressing out of mutable signs, especially Pisces, which is important, is because as the ascended master, you lose your ego. Pisces suns aren't really meant to be Aries that are like, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. Pisces releases the ego at the last step to become the ascended master. So they tap into being an entity. Absol Pisces sun said, never mind my identity, I'm an entity, or I'm an entity, never mind my identity. But that's in the sense where, of course, in connecting into how everyone's connected, you have to let go of who you think you are, cool, whatever. So this also represents the divine magical belief that you represent. And once you step into Aries, you manifest the identity of your ascended master Katy, right? But it's even cooler because this is also you manifesting the cardinal direction of how you passionately embody your value. As a Gemini, We do this with Cancer. We start to think, then we have to feel, and I don't enjoy that. But I will talk shit in Leo when we get there. 10 years for me. But personally for you, you already made it through Aries. Pisces likes to be in Taurus because it doesn't have to fight and battle in Aries. But it built your confidence that you fought for through Aries. And so now that you're in Taurus and you have collected the grapes, Taurus turns the grapes and makes them fine wine. You are now grounding the natural abilities that take the imaginative divine being of your spirit, and at will can now ground this. It slows everything down, but trust it grounds this. So that's the progression of your sun that has gained identity in Aries and is now at progressed 3 degrees, gaining value. The progressed sun moves a degree every year, so you're 3 years in the game. Uranus has gone through this. The south node is going to unlock this subsequently. Your rising has completed its angelic initiation. So you were a natural queen, then you progressed through Gemini and enlightened your personality. You added much more mental, communicative wittiness and intellect to the natural expression of your body centrally in Taurus. So this is really just you manifesting the personality or value. I can relate because whereas you're 1 degree AC in Cancer, I'm literally 0 degrees AC. You and I just progressed in a Cancer rising. So this is very important because we're stepping into our power. Not only are you stepping into your power, this is putting you in a position to now cardinally direct all the ideas you've ever had about yourself through the Gemini rising portal. So you became an angel through the Gemini rising, and now you're becoming the high priestess to take the freshness and step into cleanliness. This is even more cool because the moon progressed moves a degree every month. And 4 months from now, you're going to step into this brand new first house chapter of Cancer where you will feel and understand who you are through this process. So you are transcending the old ideas and limiting beliefs around who you used to be. Because now with your sun in Taurus, that's literally sextilis, you are grounding the communal wealth around your being in person, because all this is individual. So this is all, and this is cool because you're individual sun, individual moon, individual rising. So despite you being a social collective goddess as an individual personality, you've evolved your individual personality to move forward in the direction that you've changed your personality to direct towards. And everything is slowly but surely setting in the next 4 months. This new chapter, we know 4 months from now, is going to be March, during your birthday. So that's amazing. Okay. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So with that being said, you want to be out on the lookout for the next 4 months because the moon at the end of Gemini is going to help you feel into this high level of enlightenment that influences the truth of this. What's even more cool is that you had the new moon at the end of Aries. So you had this new moon cycle at the end of Aries that kicked off the implementation and mastery of this activation of how you identify your value and who you are. Cool. Then you stepped into Taurus. The moon in Taurus manifested the second house of the truth, moon in Gemini, of your value, sun in Taurus. So once the moon goes into Cancer and sextiles the sun, this will be the third part. The new moon in Aries, the moon in Gemini, and now the moon in Cancer that will sextile this and now have you feel in the right direction to step you into this personification as being the holy producer, the special boss. And this is where you're going to feel more groundedness and not just be in the air anymore about what direction you want to take things. It's something, once again, you and I can look forward to. I love that our personalities are kind of progressing together. The rising in Cancer progressed is one of the most important because it sets the 1, 2, 3 boom that starts to integrate the nature of your essence and being. It's literally going to feel like you're activating superpowers. My moon is in Aries right now, progressed, but yours coming into Cancer is at the end of this very angelic soul enlightenment on the goddess Amor too. So it's a lot to look forward to. It's a lot to embrace. Your Mercury that was in Pisces is now retrograding in Taurus. So you're reevaluating with Uranus innovating the quality of your brain's processing ability to harness more sensual nature, to ground the electricity and power that you have really highlighted through its transit in Aries, amongst other things. Venus is now retrograding back in Aries to reevaluate the approach of how passionately you take things, because of course you're not the same person, but it's trining Saturn. So like Kanye West, you have Saturn in Leo, and Saturn has finished its opposition in Aquarius. So just like Kanye West has been cut by these corporations, you know, you don't have to say anti-Semitic things, right? For you to complete this, but this is you closing the end of your career path as it's getting ready to solidify what you move forward with and cut the weight of what you no longer lead. Okay. So very important. Your chart is magnificent. Like I really do like it. I think you're blessed with how you really set this up, and most of the hard work is over here. So, you know, both of us have 10th house Aquarius, so Saturn's going to finish that. It's going to solidify a very important level of your career, and Pluto is getting ready to awaken this, okay, with its conjunction to the MC. So all power to you. You stay blessed as always. I hope you enjoy Jupiter. That will go through your first in Taurus. Although the transits through Cancer for both of us will be our new first house. So just keep that in mind. You stay blessed as always. And until next time.